All right. So that's it. That was a crazy long week worth of lectures. A lot of algebra. I tried to go through it pretty slowly and explain things step by step, so that you at least have an idea of how to do this kind of stuff mechanically. It may still seem a little abstract and foreign in terms of why we're doing any of this, but hold on tight. In the next lecture and the lecture after that, we're going to see why these things are super important to understand, because if you don't understand what variance is and how to manipulate it, or what expectation is, there's no way you can define what we mean by bias, or the variance of an estimator, what a confidence interval is, when your kind of statistical methods are valid or not valid, depending on what the assumptions you're making are. So all this is entirely crucial. So I hope you weren't too bored doing that math, and hopefully some of you liked it. So as a overall summary here, expectation, variance, covariance, it's just summary values of measurements in a population. So you give me your population data frame. I'm trying to boil it down into one number because these things are important so that we can ask the right questions. If we have a population, we want to know something about that population. And so the question is, what is it that you want to know? Do you want to know the variance of a measurement? Do you want to know the expectation of something? Do you want to know the difference of two expectations, the ratio? So usually the things that you want to know are defined in terms of expectations and variances, or a lot of times they are. And so that's what we have to understand, that these concepts. But of course, those numbers, whatever they are, they're out there in the population, right? At least abstractly. But you can't get at them directly. You only ever observe data. And so I think starting next week, we're going to talk about what are we doing with the data? How are we getting to these things? Up until now, it's all been kind of behind the curtain. And we're thinking about what is behind the curtain, how can we conceptualize that, so we at least have a plan of attack. And next week, we're going to kind of start attacking. So look forward to that. All right. See you later.